Aries moon. Aries is a masculine sign, it's a fire sign, and it's ruled by Mars. Aries moon people usually have a hot temper, they are impatient, they are very intense people. They usually love a challenge, love competition, anything where they can come in, show out, and just kind of be the best. They really enjoy that type of challenge and experience. They're very motivated, very driven, emotionally they want to win, they want to succeed, and so they will do whatever they can to kind of get to the top. They have a real craving and desire for fun and excitement and a really high level of lust. They want a very intense romance in their life, very passionate, very impulsive people as well. So they will jump on something if they feel like it's the right move for them. Aries moon can also be quite self-destructive as it shows up here, and that's just because they are ruled by Mars, which is a malefic, so emotionally they can be a little bit insecure and not very emotionally stable is kind of the word. Aries is a fire sign, they get very hot, emotional, their emotions are kind of up and down and very fiery, so it's harder for them to have a stable and more consistent emotional state, which obviously will affect their life in many different ways. And they do sometimes have challenges within love because of just their hot, fiery, impulsive nature. They can kind of dive in head first with certain people and realize later that maybe the other person didn't have the same feelings for them, or they can even dismiss other people who really are genuinely wanting to take care of them and be a good partner for them, and that's kind of within the self-destructive side to the Aries moon. They definitely can deal with anxiety and just emotional stress because that fire on their moon sign really intensifies and just makes emotional connecting and emotional challenges that come up in life just more challenging and difficult and more intense for these people. And they can really let their emotions dictate their mood and their day, and especially if they're angry or upset, that will really stress them out and just emotionally rile them up a lot. Aries moon people can be very creative and artistic, and that's a great way for them to kind of channel this intense, more passionate, fiery energy if they have some kind of a creative or artistic outlet, maybe singing or really anything where they can kind of funnel that negative, angry, kind of passionate energy, which is a very complex feeling and not something that you can really get out of your system just with day-to-day things. You need to put it into exercise or a creative hobby to really kind of get your emotions to settle down. You can feel really vengeful as well. Aries people are very much wanting revenge all of the time if someone hurts them, because it's their Mars. They're a sign that needs to fight. They're the warriors. They need to assert their dominance in some way. So if they feel slighted or just that someone has kind of gotten the upper hand against them, they will be really fixated on revenge, hyper fixated for sure. Aries is a sign that is super laser focused when they have their mind on something. So this is really just with all things that they are interested in or things that emotionally affect them. They will be get just obsessed and intensely focused on whatever it is that is in front of them at that moment. They can really run with their feelings and with whatever's in front of them as well, like a project or an opportunity. They will be they will want to jump on it before it is gone, and as long as they don't have a lot of earth in their chart, it will be something where they'll be okay, we need to do this right now. If they have more earth in their chart, then they will be more calm and slow to act. But with an Aries moon, usually it's we need this now, we need to do this immediately, and they will do whatever they can to make it happen. And Aries moon people are just naturally leaders. People usually like to follow them, look up to them, kind of, it's a natural placement that people will kind of look up to and respect. This person is a leader, they're not afraid of things, they are, they seem confident. But Aries moon people can actually be very, very, very sensitive. They put up this really strong persona and image, and they want everyone to think that they're very impenetrable, but they are super sensitive and kind of the children of the zodiac. They get their feelings hurt very, very easily, and so a lot of it is just an act. They put on that intense strength and kind of armor in a way just to protect their emotions, because they are just so sensitive and Little things will really affect them. Like if someone says something or critiques them or just gives them like a piece of advice that is not what they think is right, or is like frustrating to them, or feels like a personal attack, it will be something that they will like really resent and think about and like mull over for a long time, kind of like obsess about. As I mentioned, they can be quite obsessive. So that is your Aries moon. Let me know y'all's feedback below. I do astrology readings. You can book with me in my bio. I also have an astrology workbook if you'd like to learn more about my techniques. Link in bio, and just join my Patreon community.